Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Music Messages Tarot. First of all, happy birthday. It is Aqua season, so a lot of you have either just had birthdays just pass or they're coming up, so happy birthday to you. This video is for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. It's a timeless video, so whenever you come across this message, that's when you're meant to hear it. I hope you've all been doing really well and that you've been enjoying 2024 so far. For me, it's been a little bit on the interesting side. That's all I'm gonna say. But this is your bonus read for being so patient with me back in December when I had COVID and I was just too ill to continue filming. You did not receive a love reading. So in addition to your January and February love readings, this is just a bonus read. We're going to keep it very, very free flowing. Okay, there's no specific layout or anything that I'm using today. I just want to allow the energies to express themselves as freely as they may want to. Okay. What do we have? All right, we have 10 of Swords. We have the Death card. I need to kind of peep the artwork here just to make sure there's nothing inappropriate. Nope, that one looks good. So Scorpio energy here. We have the 6 of Swords, telling I'm already getting a very clear idea of what's going on here. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The 8 of Wands in reverse. And we have the 5 of Swords. Okay, Aquarius. Now, today's bonus read is meant to be a love reading for whoever it's going to resonate with. But it can apply to other aspects of your life. You know, it's not always super clear cut with the ways we read energy as to like how we apply them to a specific person's life. So only you're going to know how today's messages apply to you, or even if this is your reading or not. You know, like I always say, not every Aquarius reading is going to resonate with every single Aquarian, etc. But the top row, I feel, is your energy here. So I feel like you've had some kind of ending recently, maybe with somebody you were seeing or talking to, or just somebody in your romantic life. And you're going through a very clear and very positive transformation right now. It's a very transformative time for you. You are blossoming. You are moving to calmer waters. You're moving to a calmer period in your romantic life right now. Whatever this was may have caused you a little bit of pain, but I feel like that part is behind you now. This bottom row down here, I feel like is your person's energy. Like whoever was involved in this situation, this painful ending that you may have had to go through, this is their energy. Okay, they have bad karma coming into them for however they treated you. And I feel like they are in a little bit of a stuck energy right now, like not being able to move things forward in their life in a positive way because they're having to deal with all this karma that they've built up because of how they mishandled you. All right. You may have had a lot of conflict with this person, or they may have felt like they had some kind of empty victory over you or like temporary victory in the situation. But as things are unfolding and playing out, and as you're moving on with your life in a positive way, this person is left feeling defeated, really. They're feeling defeated. They're feeling stuck. They're feeling like, you know, whatever they tried to do to you or however they tried to get one over on you is what I just heard. It just really wasn't worth it in the end. And now they have like a mess to clean up. Your energy is the polar opposite up here from what I'm picking up. All right, we're going to get some more specific messages now. What else does Aquarius need to know in their love life? Okay, and if this is something that happened in the recent past, hopefully we're going to get some messages about like what this 6 of Swords is for you. What are you moving toward now that this is behind you, Aquarius? Poker face. All right, I feel like right now you have a poker face on. You're not letting this person know that they rocked you. All right. This person may also have a poker face on. Like they're feeling really defeated. They're in their feels. They're feeling like they can't believe they were so foolish in this situation with you. And like, why did they mishandle you in the way that they did? But on the outside, I don't think they want to reveal too much either. I feel like that's your approach though too. Like whatever pain you felt about this situation, you are doing a really good job keeping a very strong and calm exterior and not letting anybody know that they hurt you. And you're just doing what you need to do to move on right now. Mask. I feel like this applies to your person. They're being a bit deceptive. I feel like this was someone who was wearing a mask, not really showing you all parts of their personality, maybe not showing you all of their motives for why they were interacting with you or what they were hoping to get out of the situation. I'm hearing the song Stranger in My House. If you've never heard that song, it's from, I think, the late 90s. There's a stranger in my house. That's what it sounds like. Okay. So that's the song. And basically it's about somebody, somebody who's wearing a mask, somebody who thought they knew their partner and all of a sudden they feel like they're in a relationship with somebody that they don't even recognize anymore. Okay. That might apply to you. I feel like that, again, this is all past influence. So let's see what else wants to come out. Yeah, this person's looking at pictures of you right now, Aquarius. They are reminiscing. They feel like a fool because I think they're starting to realize like how much they blew it with you in this situation and how things maybe could have been different. For some of you, this might have been somebody that you've had a very on again, off again relationship with, or somebody that you've been involved with in the past who came back around for another chance and they blew it with you. That's just what I'm getting for someone. You have a lot of passion coming in though, Aquarius. Okay, this is with a new person from what I'm picking up. You're going to be meeting somebody or coming in contact with someone in the next couple of weeks. I usually say these videos are predictive of the next 4 to 6 weeks. That's what I usually use as a guide. And as it suggests on the card, there's going to be insane chemistry, sparks, just a lot of like an Ace of Wands kind of feeling. And I feel like it's going to help you just completely forget about whatever this other situation was that you were dealing with. The Chaser. Whoever this person was, if it was a twin flame dynamic, it could be for some of you. I feel like this person is becoming the chaser in your dynamic with them. So like, whereas before you may have been the one trying to get things to work with this person, I feel like you've just kind of blocked them out. Like you don't want whatever toxicity they bring to be in your life, and you've blocked them out. And so now they've become the chaser. For others of you, this new person that you're coming across may be like one of your soulmates or your twin flame from the past who ran from the connection, who you may be coming back into contact with. But I definitely think this applies to whoever this toxic person was as well. Like they're really kicking themselves, and I feel like they're obsessed with you now because they feel like they fucked it up forever. Like they can't ever come back is how they feel. And that might actually be the case depending on what they did to you. So only you're gonna know if that connects. This is my 6 of Swords card for this deck. So just confirming you are moving to calmer waters. You have beautiful things flowing in your love life from here on out now that you've gotten rid of this toxicity. The person you were dealing with may have had, this is like a devil energy kind of card for me. It says addiction. They may have had some kind of addiction that added to their devil energy or the toxicity that they brought to your connection. Maybe they struggle with drugs or alcohol. Maybe they have like a sex addiction. Maybe they're a chronic cheater or something along those lines. But I feel like you just said like, no more. I'm cutting this out. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I don't want this for my life. And you decided to move on, which is really good for you, Aquarius. If that does apply to you, I am very proud of you. Your spirit team is very proud of you for making that choice and, deciding that your self-worth is non-negotiable. Backstabbing. This person made you feel very betrayed, possibly for whatever addiction they're struggling with. Like a lot of times, we definitely should have empathy for addicts, but that doesn't mean that we should not have boundaries to protect ourselves from like the toxic behaviors that come along with addiction. And I know that could be a very fine line to walk sometimes, especially if you have a family member or somebody that you really care about who is an addict. I understand that. And I'm not suggesting that we don't show those people any empathy, But at the same time, you do need to put up boundaries to protect yourself. And a lot of the time we can end up feeling like, if you're someone who cares for a person with an addiction, we can feel very backstabbed or betrayed, because a lot of times the person will take their addiction over everything else. For example, if someone's dealing with a drug habit, at times they might feel so desperate that they may steal from family members, take money from them to fuel their drug habit, and not even think twice about like stealing money from you or doing something like that to somebody that they're supposed to care about. So I feel like in some way this person you were dealing with made you feel that way. What else can you tell me here about Aquarius's love life? I'd like to hear more about the future connections that are coming in, because I feel like you're kind of done with this situation for the time being. I mean, if it's any consolation to you, this person they feel like they've lost like the best thing that ever really happened to them. But at the same time, they're still in some level of denial about how their actions contributed to this outcome. They're not in a healthy state right now. That doesn't mean they can't ever get there, but right now, I feel like a lot of them are they're going to have to go through this pain of losing you as part of their karma here. And it may end up being a really good thing to help catapult their own healing process. But at the same time, like, you don't have to wait around for that. You can move on with your connections in your life, and definitely not put yourself on hold for this person. Mirror. For a lot of you, you have a twin flame coming in for a lot of you. But also you held a mirror up to this person. You held a mirror up. You illuminated their shadow side and things that they need to work on. So in a way, you've really helped this person to grow, even though it may have been very painful for both of you. I feel like your pain is behind you in this situation, or at least mostly behind you. This person is really in the thick of it right now. But again, that's their own bed that they've kind of made here, and just part of their own learning and growing process. All right, but with this coming out over here next to passion and the chaser, I feel like you have a twin flame union headed towards you, or at least a very high level soulmate. And you may actually be mirroring this person's experiences. So this person that you may be coming across may also be having their own endings in their own life right now, or going through some kind of Ten of Swords moment with a karmic partner on their end right now as well. So just be aware of that. What else? This one flipped over. Girl with a snake. Charmed or used, enable boundaries. So maybe in the past with whoever this was, you felt like you were enabling their addictions or their toxicity because you love the person, because you cared about them. But I feel like you're definitely taking steps away from that kind of behavior. You don't want to be an enabler anymore. If it's not drugs or alcohol, guys, toxicity can come in many different forms. It doesn't always have to be so clear-cut. It could be somebody who has really covert narcissistic characteristics. What I'm hearing for somebody here is that your person that you were dealing with may have been somebody who, like, a lot of people really admire this person on the surface, and they feel like this person's a really great person, but they don't really know they don't know this person's authentic side. They only know the mask that this person wears. Okay, so a lot of times this person will kind of use that to their advantage and use that against partners that they're with. And just kind of like low-key gaslight you and manipulate you into getting whatever they want to get out of the situation or out of the relationship. This is someone who's never wrong, who never takes accountability, who always makes you feel like it's your fault somehow, or makes you feel guilty, those kinds of things. That can be an addiction and a toxic cycle in and of itself, addicted to manipulating people, addicted to narcissistic supply, those kinds of things. So this can apply in a lot of different ways. What else can you tell me here about Aquarius's romantic situation? All right, we have camera. So yeah, and we had picture come up here. So reminiscing, looking at pictures. I feel like this person is looking in on you more often than not, probably on a daily basis. If you've cut contact with them, I feel like they have some kind of window into what you're doing on the day-to-day. This might be your social media. This might be, if you have some kind of platform, it might be that they just watch you every day. but I feel like they're kind of overstepping boundaries. What I'm picking up for somebody here is someone who, like, if you were to violate a boundary that they have, they would make a big deal out of it. They would make it a very dramatic interaction and make sure everybody knew, oh my gosh, Aquarius is violating my boundaries. I don't want this from this person. And this is what I'm just hearing for somebody, where this person's really like protective of their own boundaries. Like, you don't dare overstep into their privacy or what they're comfortable with, but they have no qualms about overstepping into your privacy and overstepping your boundaries. Somebody who's very, very one-sided and just still doesn't see the error of their ways is what I'm picking up from somebody. For a lot of you, I'm not picking up that this is like a dangerous level of someone stalking you, like they're planning to come and harm you or anything like that. But I am getting that this person is taking liberties where maybe you don't realize that they are. Like, they're in your personal business somewhere, and you might not want them to be privy to what you're doing anymore because you've cut ties, you want to move on, you've put boundaries up. So just be mindful. And for some of you, you may need to monitor that, because I feel like this person does have some kind of narcissistic traits, and they've become very obsessed with getting you back at this point. So you might just need to watch that to make sure that it doesn't veer into like a creepy territory or a territory that you're uncomfortable with. All right. Interesting messages coming out today. But again, I just want the energies to be able to come out, not with any specific layout, just as they kind of free flow today. Abundance. So you have a lot of abundance coming in financially and energetically. And I feel like you're calling in a lot of high level soulmates energetically right now. I mean, it's amazing when you kind of send that message to the universe that you are worth more and you recognize your own self-worth and you are no longer dealing with levels of toxicity. The universe has a way of hearing that call, so to speak, and kind of rewarding you and answering you accordingly, because you've actually raised your frequency by doing this. For those of you who have taken steps to remove this toxicity from your life, and you're actually going to be rewarded. You're going to be rewarded. You're going to be blessed by the universe, because the universe now is going to respond to that higher level of frequency that you're putting out. So I don't only just see financial abundance coming in, I see romantic abundance. Like, your energy is just very abundant right now. And people are going to find that very magnetic here. They're going to find you very attractive, not just physically, but on an energetic level. They're going to feel pulled to you right now. And a lot of people may be pursuing you or trying to establish new connections with you at this time. We have old school, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events, and basically ruminating. So that's this person again. They're low-key obsessed with you right now. They also, though, with the old school, they don't fully understand what they're contributing to this toxic dynamic yet. Like, they're not ready to take full accountability for how things turned out. They feel like if they just keep replaying these things over and over in their head, they're somehow going to make themselves right in the situation. And also, they are becoming more obsessed with you, like by the day is what I'm getting here. So yeah, some of you may need to monitor that. Not to scare anybody, but you have paradise coming in. You have amazing things headed towards you, like we just talked about. And it's because you've actually ascended even further. You've raised your frequency. You have more highly aligned people coming towards you. Yeah, this is like the Page of Swords card. So yeah, just a lot of monitoring on this person's end. If this person, this is not going to connect to everybody, but if this person has some kind of like technological skills, like computer skills or anything in that kind of capacity, you may want to just check your devices or have them looked at by a professional. This person may have like sent spyware or something to you is what I'm getting. They may be low-key monitoring your email or your phone calls or something like that. Like, don't get paranoid. If you don't have any evidence of that, or your intuition isn't telling you that that's happening, then it's probably not happening to you. But I feel like for somebody listening today, that might be important. This person feels they have a right to be in your life, like all up in your personal business. But if you ever fucking did that to them, they'd be the first person to yell stalker or to put a restraining order on you. But that's the type of person that this is. It's a very one-sided me, my needs matter more than everybody kind of person. So just be mindful of that. Cut down. Yeah, you cut out this person. There's a separation here, but I feel like it's definitely for your highest good. And you do have amazing things coming towards you right now, Aquarius. What else does Aquarius need to know? Separation. What I just say? Separation. Yeah, it's a clear message coming out today. And it's probably not going to connect to all of you, but it's important for someone. But there is a love call coming in. I get that this is from someone new. So you have other people coming towards you right now. And I feel like it's going to be a very passionate connection with this new person. Maybe somebody's going to kind of ask for your number or ask to have a coffee date or something with you. I feel like it's going to be on the casual, lighter side, but I think that might be like a welcome change for you right now. It's going to feel very like fun, lighthearted, like a light type energy, the opposite of this heavy, dense, toxic energy that you've been dealing with. And this person may come into your life in different ways for all of you. But for a lot of you, I think this person's going to be coming towards you in a way like where you're out at the grocery store or something, or running an errand or doing something really routine or mundane, and you just happen to run into somebody and you happen to click and you strike up a conversation, and this person's going to want to like ask you out on a date or something. So that is coming towards somebody here. You definitely have like an active social calendar coming up over the next month because you have raised your frequency to such a high level. You have a soulmate coming in. There it is. There's the soulmate card. So soul connection, partnership, soul contract, and life partner. For some of you, this may lead to some kind of long-term stability. Ascending. There you are. Your energy is ascending. You are raising your frequency and vibration. The more you tell the universe what you are willing to allow and what you're not willing to allow in your life. Okay, you're making those positive changes that are necessary. You're getting rid of any karmic relationships. Even if this person was like a twin flame or something like that, they're acting in a karmic way. For those of you that it applies as a twin flame dynamic, they're acting like a karmic right now. So, you're not allowing that karmic behavior into your life. This new person that's coming towards you, we have the teddy bear card coming out. They have a very soft, kind, loving, compassionate energy. A really beautiful welcome change. And I feel like that is what's going to ignite this passionate kind of connection between the two of you. You're going to feel really safe with this person. You're going to feel like they are somebody that you can trust, that you can open up to, that you could talk to. I know that that's really important to all of us air signs, right? Like, I don't know about Aquarians, but I know me, I'm a Libra, okay? And I can't speak for all Libras, but I have spoken to some other Libras who agree with this. Like, it's always really nice to have that friendship basis with somebody before you kind of establish a romantic connection. Like when you feel like someone genuinely can connect to you as a person and appreciate you on a mental level and an emotional level and just respect you on a deeper level than a lot of like surface level physical relationships can be sometimes. I mean, I know for me, that leads to stronger and deeper feelings of love for me. And just from what I've, when I've spoken to some other air signs, they agree. You may or may not agree with that, but I feel like that's the kind of connection you're going to have here. Like somebody who really appreciates you, admires your mind, admires you as a person, and is just very safe to open up to and talk to. Yeah, you have a date coming. You have a date. I feel like a lot of you are going to be asked out. This person, like I said, may want to exchange numbers, but I see a lot of you actually going out on some kind of date or outing or event with this new person that you're coming across. Red roses might connect to somebody here, or red flowers. Somebody might just also wear red a lot. Like that might be one of your favorite colors for somebody here. For some of you, I feel like this tower moment is going to be for whoever you left behind. Like this person's going to see you moving on and it's going to be a tower moment for them. And they might realize they've passed the point of no return with this connection, at least for the foreseeable future. Like this person's going to realize there's no clear way back in with Aquarius. They mean it and they're moving on. And I fucked up, What else can you tell me here? The butterfly. Yeah, what did I say earlier when we got the death card? You're in a heavy period of positive transformation. This is your energy right now, the butterfly, transformative, evolving type energy here. That's you. Okay. And unfortunately, you know, this person, whatever shock or sadness that this other person experiences right now as a result of what happened between the two of you, that's going to have to be part of their karma right now. I'm going to pull a few more of these cards, then we're going to move into our Woodland Oracle deck just for some additional messages today. Yeah, not today. You're not dealing with the bullshit from this person anymore. Boundaries. That's what's needed in this situation, but I feel like you've done what needs to be done. Wedding rings. Okay, what I said before about this soulmate, and it's coming out right on the soulmate card. You may have a long-term potential with this person, Aquarius. Okay, wow. I mean, that's not going to resonate for all of you, but for some of you, you may find yourself in a very committed relationship as a result of whatever this new romantic situation is that comes into your life this month. Clock. All right, so it's going to happen on divine timing, so don't try to push anything or rush anything like we always say. I'm feeling compelled to pull one more. What else does Aquarius need to know? Yeah, rebuild. Be persistent, rebuild. Don't let this person try to come back and break your walls down if you're not ready to speak to them or if you don't want them in your life anymore. You're going to be healing your own self and healing, you know, whatever damage this person made you feel or emotional damage you had to go through, you're going to be healing. And, you know, what's even more exciting is you're going to be doing it alongside this very compassionate new romantic partner that's going to be emerging for a lot of you. All right. I do see, like I keep saying, a lot of you going on a date. I mean, maybe you might even meet this person like around Valentine's Day, just with like all the romantic imagery I'm drawn to here today on this card. You might actually end up going somewhere with this person for Valentine's Day or doing something with them. You have all these beautiful things flowing in and all these great things to look forward to in your life. And it's a reward, like I keep saying, for what you've communicated to the universe and letting the universe know that you are worth more than whoever this toxic person is. You're worth more than whatever they're trying to bring to the table, and you're not going to be willing to allow them to pull you down. All right. We're going to get a few more messages here from our Woodland Wardens deck. What else does Aquarius need to know today, universe? This one wants to flip over. Intuition. Yeah. Just make sure you're continuing to listen to your intuition at this time. You may receive signs and synchronicities, not just around, you know, whatever toxic connection you were dealing with, but also to help guide you toward whoever this new exciting person is that you're going to be meeting. For example, if you are guided to go somewhere specific or you're guided to do something on a certain day, listen to that gut feeling, listen to that inner voice, because it may just be leading you into contact with whoever this is. So that's exciting. Modest fortitude. This is my ego death card for this deck, and this just relates to the person you were dealing with before. You have catapulted them into an ego death, but it was a much needed ego death. This person was high and mighty. They were very narcissistic and they were very one-sided, and I feel like they need to take time to reevaluate their life and how they treat people. Guardianship. I just feel like this person is still trying to like fight for the connection with you, is what I'm getting really strongly for somebody. I mean, I can never really tell you exactly what to do in 3D. You might choose to give this person another chance, but I feel like this is toxic. I feel like this is somebody who won't take no for an answer and who feels like they have some kind of ownership over you. So for some of you, it might just be like this person's obsessed and monitoring you and like being a page of swords every day. For others of you, like I said before, it might be crossing into like very unhealthy boundaries. So you may just need to make sure you kind of like up your protection right now and put up the level of boundaries that you feel you may need right now. What else does Aquarius need to know? Creative ingenuity. I mean, that's Aquarian energy right there. You're very creative, brilliant people. And I feel like this is you just moving on with your life. Like moving on with your life, knowing what you want for yourself, putting in the work to establish those things and see your vision come to life not just in your romantic department, but in all areas of your life. I also feel, because it's coming out on this teddy bear card, that whoever you're coming across, I'm just picking up a very mental connection between the two of you. Like, you're two really creative thinkers. You're two people who really admire the way the other person thinks, and you're able to have those deep conversations. So to me, that's like the best kind of a relationship, and that is amazing. I feel like this other person you were dealing with might not have been somebody that you could talk to on a deeper level, or maybe you didn't always feel comfortable expressing yourself because you felt like you had to walk on eggshells around that person. This is going to be kind of like the opposite of that dynamic. Trust in the invisible. Snails might connect to someone, because I did see that card before as I was shuffling, and I was drawn to the way the snail was just kind of standing out. But trust in the invisible. You have divine timing at play. You have a union trying to come in with someone who's better aligned for you, and your intuition is going to be really pivotal in helping to lead you toward that person. Also, though, just know that your spirit guides are with you right now. Your angels, your spirit guides, they're working to guide you in the appropriate direction. Don't lose faith because of a negative situation that you may have had to deal with recently. Okay, so trust in the invisible. Trust in the magic, okay? When you come across this new person, it's going to have that like magic feeling, that serendipitous feeling that you sometimes get at the start of a new connection. And happiness. We're ending the reading with happiness. There's a ladybug. Ladybugs are good luck. So you have luck on your side right now. I feel like the universe is kind of conspiring in a positive way to get you together with whoever this new person is. And you have long-term potential with whoever this is for a lot of you. So you have luck on your side. You've earned it. You've been through a lot, and you've passed the tests that the universe has put forth before you. Okay. And you have love and happiness ahead of you now as part of your blessings that'll be flowing in. Okay, Aquarius? We do have the love readings coming up. I'm hoping to start them by Friday, okay? And hopefully all of them will be done by the end of next week. But I do hope something from today's reading was helpful and that something resonated for you today. If you can like, comment, and subscribe, it would really help the channel grow. Other than that, I wish you all the peace and harmony, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.